Here's what Wall Street will be watching for this week. Welcome to This Week on Wall Street, where we take a look at some of the biggest events taking place this week that could move the market. Starting with earnings season. This is the first week of a 6-week period when publicly traded companies are required to report their earnings for the previous quarter. On Tuesday, we're going to be hearing from some of the biggest names in banking, such as JP Morgan Chase, Citigroup, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Goldman Sachs. On Wednesday, we're going to hear from ASML, which is a company that manufactures the machines that are used to make some of the most powerful chips, such as those used for AI. On Thursday, we're going to hear from Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. They're the world's largest chip manufacturer. Also on Thursday, we're going to hear from Netflix, as well as United Health and GE Aerospace. As far as economic data is concerned, tomorrow, Tuesday, we get CPI, which is the Consumer Price Index and one of the core inflation numbers. Now, we are expecting that number to come in a bit lower at 3.8% compared to last month, which was 4.2%, primarily driven by the decrease in crude oil prices during the month of June. On Wednesday, we get PPI, or the Producer Price Index, also an inflation number, but mostly focused on wholesale costs. In other words, the price of goods before they hit the consumer. Now, that number is expected to come in a bit hotter at 5.2% compared to last month, which was 4.9%. On Thursday, we've got retail sales. Now, that one is focused on consumer spending, and it is expected to come in lower at 0.2% compared to the previous month, which was 0.9%. And finally, on Friday, the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Survey comes out, and that one is basically a survey that's done every month to determine the willingness of individuals to spend money. And it is expected to come in a bit higher at 51.5% compared to the previous month, which was 49.5%. The last thing you want to be looking out for is any type of headline news, especially any news related to the situation in Iran. And that's your look at This Week on Wall Street. Be sure to follow Guezzin for weekly market updates, beginner-friendly investing education, and daily market forecasting competitions. Thank you for watching.